and welcome to Outside the Issues. And I'm going to turn it right over to Catherine and Drew to introduce the rest of us because there's another guy down in that corner.
You see him right down there
Yeah.
with that baby that he wears.
Hey, Drew, down
Look at all the
where?
The
rhyme,
man, the myth,
all the times.
the great legend.
What's up,
Down where?
Drew? What's up, Cat?
Down there.
You gotta love Drew and Cat people, the two hosts of Outside the Issues. There's no one better than Cat and Drew and Cat. But me and Chad, sometimes, what's going on, Chad, in the chat?
We got Chris Barrett and me.
CB and Comicore.
Yeah.
I'll make my way over to the live chat and we'll type it up and see who shows up tonight to learn about Outside the Issues, man. Good to be here, y'all.
It is good to be here. I'm going to go ahead and share this video out now that we're live.
Yeah, me too, Drew.
Yeah,
Good idea. Share the love.
And my better half is now here.
And Mark is here, and he's going to be eating something. It's going to be a good time, guys.
We got a lot to talk about. We got a couple. The Teen Titans started up. We got Carnival Row. We've got it. We've got speculation on Thor. We got everything known to man.
Black Christmas.
Yeah.
Hey, Dark Shadows.
Dark
Yep.
Shadows.
Reincarnation.
We got the whole nine. I used old nine like old person.
Old nine, like the old 69er on Great
South
Outdoors.
Park's
John
been
Candy
renewed
packing
for
it in.
the
John Candy.
That
That
gristle.
is certainly outside the issues.
Oh my goodness. I love that movie. And old Dan Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd had them twins that looked were kind of scary twins.
Gotta love Dan Aykroyd. He's kind of scary looking these days. Always feeling like the Dan Aykroyd is going to be one of those guys that is going to be gone too soon one of these days, and that makes me a little bit sad when I think of all the good times I had with Ghostbusters and Blues Brothers and all those great properties. Really, really into that actor.
Mm-hmm.
Great Outdoors, Spies Like Us.
You gotta love that guy. He's classic.
John Candy was the
Gone too soon.
Gone too
Gone
soon.
way
yeah.
too soon.
Gone too soon.
okay. Oh, we still got Chris Barrett. Chevy Chase is my guy.
Oh yeah, he was good too. Mm-hmm.
Remember Fletch?
Dude, those two movies. Yeah.
Remember Fletch 2?
lives.
Fletch Lives.
Fletch lives. Yeah.
It's like the
Those are
greatest
great.
name of a movie ever.
Oh my gosh, those were so fun. Those
You
are
gotta
classic.
give it up for Fletch Live. It's just a hell of a title.
Oh, and the best was
It holds up too.
those guys were like completely coked out of their minds when they filmed like Caddyshack. I mean, holy shit!
No Caddyshack.
You don't like Caddyshack?
No, I said I know Caddyshack.
You don't
And
know Fletch?
I don't know Fletch.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
yeah.
See,
Fix
that's
that.
kind of cool. Yeah, you got to watch.
You
Fletch
got
now.
homework. You
Mhm.
got homework to do. You got to watch Fletch and come back and we'll discuss Fletch next week.
Oh God.
Fletch
Is it anything like Old Boy?
No, it's really great.
Actually, really good. Chris Barrett just says, "What's your favorite vacation moment from the? Did you see the vacation movies?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I've seen those.
The girl that's married to what's the lady's name that's married to Al Pacino or with Al Pacino? She played the mom in all of them.
Yeah, what is that girl's name?
I don't
I don't know what her name is. I can picture her.
Who's on IMDb duty?
Yeah, I'm jumping on there. But anyway, when my favorite part is like when they jump into when the SWAT team comes in on Christmas vacation, her hand is right on his fucking crotch. And they're like freeze. And the old lady, that is great.
It's a great film, my friend. It's a great film.
Mine was on the original where, and I don't call no damn PETA, but man, the leash was all that was left on the back of the car.
Oh my god, yeah.
The grandma too. The grandma was a good one too.
Beverly D'Angelo.
Yeah, that's the woman. Yeah, that's her name. Yeah.
She's married to Al Pacino.
She's been with him forever.
They keep it on the sly.
Yeah, she was in the last 2 seasons of Entourage too.
Was she now? I
Ari
watched the first season of Entourage.
Ari Gold is my spirit animal.
Well, after that, I was like, yeah, I know what that is. I don't need to watch more of it.
So what are y'all doing, man? How's the shows? Tell me what's our first show we're going to be talking about tonight. I'm so excited. Got Conquistadors, Jack Yo, Chris Barrett. Everybody's in the chat.
I guess what you want to start with Titans?
Yeah.
Ooh,
All right. So
yeah, I did watch
Titans season 2, episode 1 just dropped. And we were talking about it a little bit before the stream started. I think the consensus is, for the most part, we all loved it. It had its issues, but I will tell you, I mean, Chad, I think you and Drew put it the best when you said this should have been the last episode of the first season.
Yeah, and I think what they did is they changed direction midstream, and like they got a whole new writing crew on the story, and they wanted to wrap it up because they were going to stick with the Trigon story for a little bit longer, but from what I've read, they're going a whole different direction, which was good because you could tell that they made that switch mid episode, and when they made that switch, the show got better. I mean, it got a lot better, and I was surprised that I didn't mind a British British Bruce Wayne.
He wasn't British.
He's British.
But he doesn't do the greatest American accent, but he's doing an American accent.
Yeah,
you can definitely tell that he's a foreigner doing an American accent, and that's fine. There's a lot of people who talk real fucking weird in this country. That's fine. We can have Bruce Wayne be a weird talker. I'm okay with that. I thought that this was definitely the tale of two directions. The first portion of this is wrapping up everything that happened in season 1 into a nice little bow. And the second portion of it is them moving forward. And with just a little bit of foreshadowing peppered in with a really, really nice, spoiler alert, grizzled, old Deathstroke. That guy looks like he might not have it all together. He looks like he's frayed at the ends, and that is going to make Deathstroke very dangerous. And whoever this actor is who's playing him is doing a fantastic job. Just watching his face kind of drop in the right moments when he's having conversations just tells a lot.
And you can also see the age with Bruce Wayne, man. But you know who I would have loved? But when I saw that old school Bruce Wayne sitting there, man, I would have loved to see like a good Adam West there.
He had a very Adam West vibe, in my opinion.
Yeah. Then he kind of looked like kind of similar. I don't know. I was just thinking Adam West, but I was like, no, this is kind of neat here.
Right. Dick was kind of like that's part of it. Was kind of weird tonally for me, that conversation, because Dick was like, I blamed you for a lot of things, man. And he's like, oh, did you now?
Yeah. Hey, pal. Sitting down with Vince McMahon or something.
Right. It's like he didn't watch any other Batman or do any other Batman research. He's just like, all right, I'll watch one movie, and it was 66. And
he watched that movie. Oh, that's so great. Yeah, because now I can totally see Adam West and Burt Ward sitting on the couch. Just say, now I'm selling dog food and trying to get women's phone numbers at cons. Old Burt Ward gone too soon. No, he's still with us. Man.
He's still very much with us.
But man, Titans, for me personally, a person that's really never read any Titan comic books. I've seen the Teen Titans cartoons, I've seen Teen Titans Go, and then watching this, and I went in there. I haven't seen season 1. I just went in with season 2 because Drew said, "Hey, you get all the good stuff." They replay all that good stuff anyway, the first little minute or so, and I got into it, and I was like, "Damn, it was so good." I thought it was like had that CW vibe, but it was like a rated R CW. And at the end of the credits, it's like Greg Berlanti's name on there, who's classic CW on all the shows and everything. But I was thoroughly impressed. And man, if y'all don't have DC Universe, I tell you, these damn shows really, because I prefer Marvel Unlimited Comics app, way more comic selection, but the damn shows and stuff, the cartoons and movies and TV and all that you get on the DC is well worth it.
Well, I mean, I that you said something there that I want to touch on in a little bit, but I want to go back to what Drew said about Trigon. So let's jump right in. Here is Trigon from the comics. I'm sorry, there's a bug in here.
If you put up an image from like George Perez to this, no, not even close. This is Shrimp Boat Trigon. Like basically, when you just show his size compared to, I cannot think of this for the life of me, but Raven's mother. And then you put Trigon right next to her in that one scene.
Mm-hmm.
Size-wise, she's not that much smaller than him.
When he snaps her neck.
Yeah. I mean, spoiler for anyone who hadn't seen it, but Trigon, I felt like Trigon was a big fail. Just his appearance overall.
The impression
he kind of looked more like one of his sons.
Well, I got the impression that he was smaller. Because they probably shot it with just the dude. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just that actor. And they were like, we're going to shoot it this way. If we can CGI it, we will. If we can't, we won't. And they had the budget to do it. So then after they shot it with that guy, they basically lined up line of sight based on that for the shot. So I can forgive the size. I think it's nice that they at least took the attempt to give us a demon Trigon. They could have just did a dude with glowing eyes and like fire behind him, like an aura or whatever. That's fine too. That's what the CW would do. And I'm happy that they went the extra mile. I don't think it was a total fail, but it was definitely not this season's or this series' greatest moment. And they've had an issue with some visual stuff and costuming, in my opinion, as far as season one. There was definitely some issues with production design, and they at least went the extra mile to get a CG figure in here.
And you're right. I mean, Hawk and Dove's costumes were spot on, awesome in my opinion.
Hawk and who?
I said Dove, right?
Minka Kelly.
Oh,
Minka Kelly.
Kelly.
I like how they changed Raven. I want to see what they do with Corey and Beast Boy. I mean, the aesthetics there. You get the vibe, but what I'm interested in is the conversation that Dick and Bruce had about, hey, you can do me a favor. And I know it was getting them out to San Francisco. I was a little bummed out that the building wasn't in the shape of a T, but I mean, I wanted to see that. I guess.
I mean, you kind of get that with the windows.
I kind of dig the fact that they're using Jason as Damien.
Yeah.
Like he's basically like Nightwing needs to watch over him. They never did that with Jason. Jason was a dick and then he was dead.
Yeah, but I also have a feeling that this story
Dick was a Jason and Jason was a dick.
I think the story is going to lead into the end of this season. This run is going to lead into it's going to be the fastest
lead into a crowbar.
Yeah, to a crowbar very quickly.
Hey man,
I'm excited about.
They put the Joker in here. That would be awesome. I'm
excited about this leaked suit from Warner Brothers.
That's pretty dope.
Ooh, Nightwing.
Pretty
yeah.
nice.
That
totally
looks
looks
that
like
armor, so you
Nightwing
can have a really nice button spandex.
But they're keeping.
I don't think the guy has
Nightwing.
butt for it.
I
Well,
do.
we'll get a
Call it right now. He better get a butt double.
We'll get one of those booty pops. Remember those?
Is that the Deathstroke
Like
daughter?
the perfect booty.
What's that?
Deathstroke daughter with the patch.
Yeah,
Rose.
That's
Rose
cool.
Wilson Ravager. Yeah.
Yeah.
The costume that they got spot on was Superboy.
Oh, Connor.
the
Oh,
t-shirt.
it's just a T-shirt.
T-shirt and jeans. That's all you need.
And he's got crypto too. So how awesome is that?
Pretty
It
awesome.
would be better if it was John and he had a hoodie.
Yeah, but I mean, How about when Jason said, "The Titans are back, bitches"?
And then Hawk's just like, move along.
Yeah.
Hawk suck.
Are they going to be like? They need to have like an Asian American in this show because it needs to be a little bit more diverse, and it needs to be Keenan Kong, all new Superman, Chinese Superman. Damn, that would be awesome.
Well,
But they got their Connor though.
So I'm kind of excited about the show. To kind of go off what everybody's been asking, I have a question because we've talked about it in the past. Crisis is coming up, right?
Yeah.
What shows would you like to see cross over with Crisis? Like, obviously, I think Titans would be a perfect cross. Like, it should cross over with the Crisis. I think Robin, or the guy playing Dick, and Grant Gustin are separated at birth somehow because they are spitting images of one another.
They could be brothers. I would buy that.
I don't see it.
Well, I'll ask you what shows. While you do that, I'll pull up photos.
Go right ahead.
Are you talking about like kind of tall, long kind of guys, like long
I
guys,
think Grant
like
Gustin's
Mark
prettier.
BKR? Mark BKR has the body shot, the body type, style, shape, muscular, all that of the Robin and of he's got Barry, he's got Gustin, he's got Stephen Amell, he's got them all. Yeah, man, he could be on one of those shows. Chad, is that what you're talking about? One of them long, lanky guys like Corey and Trevor.
Long and lanky.
Long and lanky. Corey and Trevor. Like that's Bubbles' buddies.
You want to be an Arsenal?
Sure.
Okay.
He could be an Arsenal. He looked
Let's
good
be
with his red hood, man.
You want to be armless original Arsenal? Or
No, he wants to be tatted up alcoholic, not heroin addict.
Hey, Drew.
We want to keep the arm.
He'd get a green sleeve. Wear a green sleeve and do the green screen effect where he's
We want to keep the arm.
That'd be funny.
What's wrong with heroin?
Little amputee gimmick.
Well, in that
Yep.
storyline, he loses the arm.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
But what I was getting at, like, I mean, obviously, I think Titans would be an awesome crossover. I also think that, like, Doom Patrol would be cool to see
How
them.
about Swamp Thing?
Swamp Thing's another one.
Just
Swamp
bring
Thing.
him in.
How about Gotham?
Ooh.
Gotham would be a stretch.
Damn.
That'd be a big stretch.
I mean, to get the kid back to play like a young, because I mean, you're getting Kevin Conroy playing an old Bruce Wayne.
Cross your fingers. Hopefully, we'll get the Jonah Hex Legends of Tomorrow guy. He's cool. I like that one. Danny Trejo said today that he's going to be working back on Flash this upcoming season. I don't know if that's for the Infinite Crisis stuff or anything, but he should show up in some issues. There he is. Look, yeah, they look. Oh, they're wearing them shades. They're risky business shades on.
Oh, there's some risky business, all right.
Okay, they're both skinny white guys
Wearing sunglasses.
wearing sunglasses.
Mark, go
I
get your
don't see it.
sunglasses. Mark, go
You
get
have those exact sunglasses too.
them risky business sunglasses. Oh, I was impressed though. What a good little first episode
Do
of
it.
this thing. I
Do
need
it,
to
do it.
watch Drew. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna watch all the season one. Oh my god, there he is. I'll bring the picture back. Look, there he is. Yeah, that's it. Mark can be in these movies, man.
Do
or
it.
these shows. Oh my god. You know, one thing I thought about Teen Titans was the show itself. I mean, damn, it looked movie quality. It like, you know, like Swamp Thing was really good, those first episodes until they ran out of money. But like, damn, I mean, Titans looks like some movie quality stuff, man.
Yeah,
Like a higher production value than the CW shows. It was just damn awesome. Oh god, the music, you know, where the little scene was homeboy Dick Grayson was chasing her, like, well, not chasing, he was Michael Myers walking, and they had that music as a guard, and then they were running down the stairs, and you just heard that kind of like almost like yeah, just kind of like repetitive, like, oh my god, we got to run from this guy or he's gonna kill us. I love that little horror aspect in their show.
horror.
Yep, horse. I really enjoyed the scene where they were all saying goodbye to each other. You can tell that was probably the original ending.
Oh, to season 1.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is just a really strange episode because it didn't feel like a season premiere to me. It felt like a series finale.
It was
It-
put together.
I felt like after this episode, there wasn't going to be any more of this show. And then it just completely took a left turn and started doing something new. And it's a welcome change, but it was just really weird, in my opinion. This is not the way I would have started the season. I would have put this out as like a end of series movie type deal, maybe extended a little bit longer, get some more setup for season 2 in there, and then like releases like an annual almost. You know what I mean? Like
a mid hiatus episode.
yeah, like Sabrina did with the Christmas episode.
Yeah.
You know, just like something that
Like
bridges
special.
the gap, but it is self-contained in a way. I don't know.
No, and you're right. I mean, like we're diving like so that episode was called Trigon. This week's episode's called Rose, and we're gonna get. I'm excited to see where this show goes. I liked it. I'm pumped for it.
From what we've seen for Rose Wilson, I'm not the biggest fan
Of the actress,
of the look that they're going for there. That from what we've seen, yeah, I feel like they've gone out of their way to update and to fix some of the things that were an issue with the first season. Stop trying to feed me. Raven looks a lot better. I can see they're starting to go a certain way with Beast Boy. Starfire could still use some work, but she does look better in some of the promos and stills and everything. Of course, Minka Kelly. It's Minka Kelly, so we really don't need to do much there. But yeah, as far as the Wilsons go, Deathstroke looked cool.
Mm-hmm.
What I've seen for his kids, I'm kind of like, pass. And I'm a Titans girl. I love me some Ravager, and I'm just kind of so far.
I'm just looking at. She's not in. She's in this episode, and then we don't get her again until episode 6.
Minka?
No, Rose. Will.
His
Dude,
heart was so
I wanna-
broken.
I want to find out about.
See you guys in
Minka.
6 weeks.
Minka Kelly.
Minka Kelly.
Let's see what she.
We should make a shirt of just hashtag Minka Kelly. Just spell that.
Good old Bruce, man.
Make it into a shirt, everybody.
When I was to go piggyback on what y'all were saying, I agree with Drew. I felt like when I watched this, I felt like it was kind of like a sequel to a movie or a sequel to something that I'd never seen because I haven't seen season 1. And then it kind of just, it had the little fun little endings where you get to see these legs. This is Bruce Wayne. Oh my God, there's the Bruce Wayne character. Yeah. And then you got that little Deathstroke stuff at the end, which reminds me of, that Justice League movie when Deathstroke went to see Luthor, I kind of got that kind of vibe, but I'm excited for episode 2.
Oh, definitely.
Well, Legend, do you want to, or Kat, do you want to move on to the next one, or do you want to? It's up to you.
All right. So, what do you guys want to talk about next? You want to continue on to the show front, or all right? So,
It's your show.
big news for probably Legend's biggest thing. Legend, you wanna fill him in on?
Hell yeah. I'm so excited.
This evening.
There's an awesome TV show coming out, and it's called Dark Shadows Resurrection. And it's, loosely based off the original Dark Shadows. The guy that's doing it is old, either Mark or Mike. I can't remember. Mark Perry. He's the guy that also worked on like Revenge, which was a popular show. My wife loved that show. Ghost Whisperer, another one of my wife's shows. But
Revenge was good.
some pretty good shows, and so he's heading the front. He's a big fanboy, just like me, of Dark Shadows, and he's got the blessing of Dan Curtis, who's the original creator of Dark Shadows. He's got the blessing of his 2 daughters, and the things that he showed them and showed the CW are pretty damn good for him to get a series going. I don't know when the series is coming out, but I think they'll probably wait till the Supernatural show's all finished up. That way, that show finally gets its, finale and it's done. And then they'll probably try to put Dark Shadows in there to, I don't know, not take its place because, that show's got a great following and everything, but kind of like bring some horror vibes to the CW. So I'm so excited. But Kat, like, are you ready for some Barnabas Collins?
Yes, I am. I mean, let's look at it this way. I know I said it in your live stream chat, but we're getting a new Addams Family movie. It's being released soon. Bev.
Yeah, we are, Mark. God.
We are. Pay attention.
Is it that?
We even did a video on it.
It's an
on Seven
anime.
Figures.
Is that a
Watch
horrible?
your channel,
Is that a horrible
son.
anime?
Whoa.
I'm not a fan of the art style for it,
Yeah,
but
they're like bowling pins.
I'll deal with it because I do love me some Addams Family. So we're getting a new Addams Family. We're getting a new Dark Shadows TV series. I'm calling it now. Munsters is going to be next.
I think
Now-
so,
It's going to happen.
The only time I've ever seen Dark Shadows, right? Because I know there was like a Johnny Depp, Tim Burton.
No.
movie.
That's not Dark
All
Shadows.
alike, right?
Yeah.
Blasphemy.
But
What that is.
from what I remember of Dark Shadows, it's like I would see it when I would stay home sick as a kid on the Sci-Fi Channel, right? And they play it every day,
Mm-hmm.
and it's basically just a soap opera about vampires in the 70s.
Hell yeah.
And I was never like super into it, but hey man, if you're telling me that this is something I need to watch,
No, I understand because that
what
was me
really
too.
makes me happy is how happy this makes you.
I know, man. Right? Like, what do you think, Chad? Chad's dipping
I
his
haven't seen
toes
Legend Pop
into it.
like this in a while.
Yeah.
So
They
I
had me
watched
Back to the Future.
Dark Shadows when they rebooted it in the 90s.
Mhm.
That
That was
and
a
I,
pretty good one.
yeah, and I liked the actor, and I thought it was pretty cool. I was into vampires, and it was a good show. And that introduced me to the one that you're talking about, Drew. But they have it on Prime, and you can watch it right now.
Dark Shadows.
Yeah, and like the main character, Barnabas Collins, you don't even get introduced to him until like halfway through season 1, and because it was like an old school daily.
It's like a stage play almost.
It's like Guiding Light General Hospital. That's what it was.
Days like Monday
Soap
through
opera.
Friday, boy, they were banging them out. back then.
Like that shit was terrible.
And it was
6 months, man. It took him 6 months to get that vampire storyline greenlit. That's how long it took him.
But it's not bad. I like to see like what I have an article here from Deadspin. And
Thing in the Golden State says Dark Shadows pass. Give me either Lost Boys or Fright Night. Okay, thanks. Bye. Oh, you're welcome.
I'm just saying we're
You're
going
welcome.
to get some dark, gothic awesomeness and maybe give it a chance. If it's something that you checked out when you were a child, maybe check it out now, because I know there are things that I as a kid could not get into that I as a grown adult rewatch. I'm like, this is amazing. I love this.
It's a direct sequel from the original.
Okay. I'm
The
good.
original had time travel. It had multiple dimensions or parallel Earths. It had the DC parallel Earth thing going where they couldn't get through this. They would open a door and then they were able to see like another like parallel Earth where it's the same names and stuff like that, but different characters and
Now,
things.
was this American or is it British?
It was American.
It was American, but they have two. They actually have an actor tied to it at the moment.
Okay. Who's tied to it?
Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. He could do. He could do the.
I'll watch him talk about a watch.
He could do Reverend Trask. Reverend Trask.
his
He would make a
ass.
great Reverend Trask.
I want him to be
The
Barnabas
old preacher. Well, yeah,
Are they-
Barnabas. Now, if he
I
was
want him to be
Barnabas,
Barnabas so bad.
that would be cool.
That would be amazing.
They also
Now,
have
here's the deal. What was the I mean, were these young people in this show? Because on the CW, there's going to be young people in this show.
It's going to be CW. So I would figure it'd be like young looking people. Yeah, like you said, but Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken is way too old for the CW.
Yeah,
Ian
but I could
Somerhalder?
see him. He could be he could be Reverend Trask. He's like the old minister that's always like telling people that they're sinners and they're going to go to hell all the time. Ooh, Tales from the Dark Side. That was a good show. I've got those on DVD.
I'm trying to find like a picture of the guy that played him in the '90s reboot.
Oh, Ben
Shudder
Cross.
has
Ben
Creepshow
Cross
coming out.
Do Dark Shadows, Ben Cross, and that ought to get him. One thing about Dark Shadows that Dan Curtis did, he took literary fiction and used it inside the show. So you would have the Frankenstein, you'd have the Frankenstein story where they actually made Adam. The name of the Frankenstein monster, his name was Adam, and then they created Eve. So it was kind of, then you had your Bride of Frankenstein. You had the vampire story. You had the Picture of Dorian Gray story with Dave Selby, who was a werewolf. He got bit by another wolf, classic, Universal Studios horror. But you got bit by a werewolf, and there was this guy that painted these magic paintings, and anything he painted would appear like in real life. So if he painted a vase would appear. I mean, he painted a chick, the chick appeared. Her and the werewolf guy, Quentin, fell in love. I mean, there's just so much stuff going on. And then you got the shows where old Barnabas there, he's going back in time to change events that happen in the future. And they traveled to the future. They had a stairway that was like a stairway door that did time travel. I mean, so the original series, man, it was for its time. If you like the Cthulhu or whatever that is, they had the Leviathan people storyline. I mean, they had
Lovecraft.
they had the Lovecraft stuff. They had so many of these little storylines throughout the 5 years. And it was Doctor Who-esque, like they would walk into a wall and the wall would shake.
Here's Barnabas from the original. Here is the '90s reboot.
Yeah, Ben Cross. So Jonathan Frid was the original. That's Ben Cross.
And then here's Jonathan.
Yeah, I mean, I see what he was doing, but that was more so just a parody, making fun of the thing, and I thought for its being in the 60s and all that stuff, especially with the parallel Earth thing and all that. Oh, they even had the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde storyline in there. I mean, there was just so much goodness in there. It was awesome.
And then to Kat's point from an earlier, here is.
Oh yeah,
I actually can't wait for that.
So
it looks cool.
I didn't like the art style when I first saw the trailer for it, but
did you go back and watch Scooby Doo?
It's based off of the original comic strip for it.
Yeah, it looks
really good.
It looks verbatim the strip for it.
Exactly
so
the same.
I can deal with that. I love the Addams Family. I recently, like a few months ago, went back and rewatched the original TV series. I'm constantly watching the Christina Ricci 1990s, 80s, movies.
I love that movie.
I mean, those are amazing, and I'm definitely pumped.
I mean, the cast is amazing.
Yeah.
You've got Charlize Theron as Morticia, Finn Wolfhard he's playing Pugsley. He's the kid that was in It and Stranger Things. Chloe Grace Moretz, she's playing Wednesday. I don't know her. Palm Clementif.
Oh, she's Mantis in the MCU.
Oh, she's playing Layla or / Kayla. Oscar Isaac is playing Gomez. Catherine O'Hara.
Oh, he played Apocalypse in that terrible X-Men movie.
Yeah.
It was actually better than Days of Future Past, Fight Me in the Street, if you disagree.
Dude, we're
going to make a new segment on the show where I just Fight Me in the Street if you disagree.
You literally just made me think about this, and like they paid what's her name, Sansa Stark,
Sophie Turner.
I'm sorry, Sansa Stark Jonas. Sansa Stark Jonas a shit ton of money to stand in front of a green screen and go, And they're like, perfect, we got you. We're going to get out of there.
But at least she's pretty.
And that was a fucking horrible movie I watched.
I'm like, Jennifer Lawrence can phone it in for 8 years pretty.
Jennifer Lawrence ain't pretty anymore. Jennifer Lawrence looks rode hard and put away wet.
I'd like to ride her hard and put away wet. What?
I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
I'd touch it with my 10-foot pole.
I would too. They've got something called penicillin.
Soap. They got soap. I can wash her up.
Penicillin.
Scrub her up real good. This makes me sound like
you're gonna have to have that during
utter piece of shit.
Oh, and Nick Kroll. Nick Kroll.
Anywho,
playing Uncle Fester.
Back on subject. It's animated, so I love animated films because I feel like animation, you can get away with so much more than you could possibly ever get away with live action. I'm excited. That's always been my biggest issue with any kind of like superhero live action is it's never going to be as good as it could have been if it was animated, because you really can't do as much. You are limited. Either, you have to use CGI, or you have to spend out the wazoo to try to make certain practical effects, or you have to deal with actors and this, that, whatever. Where if it's all animated, you can draw as many characters as you'd like. You'd like them to do whatever, they can do that. I'm all about the animation, and I'm definitely excited the possibility there. Of course, my boys in this are Thing and Cousin It. So very excited to see them once more. And of course, Wednesday Addams is my spirit animal. So, I'd love to see a scene of her burying her dolls. And, each one of them, like Maria Antoinette and Little Red Riding Hood, and just each one. So definitely excited about that. And, yeah.
Seawood's in the chat.
Seawood is.
Hey, Seawood.
Hello.
Newsstand.
Addams Family and Dark Shadows.
I think that Addams Family seems great. I like the homage to the original comic strips. I think that is really great character design. I was a fan in the moment I saw the little teaser, but I can assure you that Legends on my side. You like Thing and Cousin It. We like the Thing and Johnny Storm.
Oh, hell yeah. Damn, Drew. I do love Johnny Storm and the Thing, but Cousin It and the hand, that thing is pretty cool too. Hey, I want to give a big shout out. We got some of those guys in the chat, and I'm talking Uncanny Kyle Walker and Donnie the Mastodon Comics and Collection. And we also got
hand in a hairball.
King of the Golden State, big time Jack Kirby fan, a man of 1,000 keys over there in the Golden State, man. So check out the King of the Golden State. He gave some love to Raw Julia. He said, "Rest in peace, Raw Julia." M. Bison.
He's my favorite M. Bison. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Disney recently also canceled a couple Fox properties that were scheduled to be coming out, and I'm surprised on these. So number one is Chronicle 2 with Michael B. Jordan.
Oh wow!
Did you guys see that? I loved Chronicle.
Well, no, I saw that. I didn't know they canceled it.
So they also canceled.
I mean, it's about 6 years too late for another found footage movie.
Yeah, Magic: The Gathering.
Like the card game?
Yeah, somehow they were making it, but I think Netflix picked that up and Warcraft bombed.
Probably.
So that probably was the kiss of death for Magic.
Well, I know Netflix picked up Magic, and the Russos are developing it as a animated series.
Okay, probably better.
Probably. Yeah.
This one is Mega Man.
Mega Man.
Assassin's Creed 2.
That first movie bombed too.
Yeah, really bombed.
I'm a little disappointed about this. Flash Gordon.
Oh.
Protector.
Wait. Can we get a radio show for Flash Gordon?
That'd be amazing.
I would totally sit in and listen to a radio show of Flash Gordon.
I want to get the actor that
Old
played
school.
Flash Gordon and like interview him and just snort a ton of coke.
like they did on Ted.
Yeah, like he looks like a good guy. I mean, I don't like Coke. I like how it smells, but he looks like a guy that probably would enjoy cocaine. Because he's riding that train.
You know who else is going to be riding that train once this Dark Shadows show hits the scene on the CW? That's the book y'all need to get. This is the first Dark Shadows comic book right here. It's Barnabas Collins, blue label. It's got the poster attached, 9.0, very fine / near mint right here, 9.0 Barnabas Collins, standing in front of that picture that I have right there. You know, there's the old Barnabas picture, but you know, and Barnabas is standing by the picture himself. So, great stuff, people, and Adam's family. You know.
Yeah.
So also we have McLean got canceled.
Ooh, what was that? Die Hard 7 or 8 or something?
Yeah. McLean would have showcased an old Willis and a young, not Willis version of the hero. Honestly, it sounds kind of
Like
cool.
Looper?
Probably. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and this was going to be Alan Moore was tied to it. Seeing Tom Sawyer fight alongside a vampire Invisible Man in the original cast in the United States.
That sounds cool. I do have a lot of those comic books.
And now this website's kind of janky.
Janky asshole.
You know how they have those
I'll tell
pop-up
you that
ads and all that? Sucky sites.
Yeah, and then
Dylan's World of Comics is in the chat. He says, "Hey, what's up, guys?"
Oh,
Hey,
and then
Not much. Talking cool stuff.
and the last one is a Sandlot prequel, and you can't.
No.
Why would you do that?
Pass.
That's a
Pass.
classic.
Don't touch the Sandlight, guys. I mean, seriously.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
touch
that you don't want to mess with a classic. It's kind of like asking Chad. Speaking of classic, Chad is over there at where is it, Connecticut or something? The
Pennsylvania.
WWF place. Where's Mean Gene? Where's Sean Mooney at?
Look, he's up at headquarters.
Hey, wait,
Right at headquarters.
Legend, I got something classic for you.
You're in
ready?
that Mean Gene room where Mean Gene used to stand in front of them screens with Sean Mooney.
I
Ladies and
actually,
gentlemen, we got quite the card for you tonight.
I
Two
have,
guys. Lord Alfred Hayes, remember?
all right, you ready for this?
All right, let's see it, Chad. Let's see it.
Let me make sure.
Nah.
Let me see. I gotta go down here.
Damn, I like that logo too. How are you making these logos? Is Bob World making these?
Not for that comic.
What's going on here?
I made that one.
Damn, it looks good. And I know Drew's been using the silver logo on his Drew's reviews, comic reviews. Ooh.
Yeah, man, it's nice to have a little zinger there, or zinger that I can just throw in there.
Oh my God! Look, what is that? Beyond the back. This was the old school. That's the old school logo.
That
cave.
Yeah.
Now old Bruce Wayne of that Bat Cave is playing pirates.
What?
Inside joke. It's a creepy joke. Well, that's one for the off air.
Playing pirates.
Yeah, they're playing pirates. That winch, right? That big winch.
I think I actually had I had all the old openings. Anyway, let's talk about a show that's hung like his actor. Because he's got a.
What show?
Dude's-
Oh,
dude's
you
got
talking about that Orlando Bloom?
Yeah.
Now I've only watched about 30 minutes into it, so I'm not going to be any help. Y'all tell me about it. Tell me about this show, this Carnival Row.
What are you smiling about?
I got something in the mail.
God, look at him now. Look like Orange Cassidy down there, isn't he?
Go put that on. Go put that on, Mark.
Freshly squeezed. Get a little thumb
Wait,
up.
what am I putting on?
What's in the Amazon box over there?
Oh, Jesus.
Amazon time,
Do
baby.
it. Do it. If you're an Amazon Prime member, then you
Right,
get
those boxes
free
here.
shipping. And if you are like me and you get very easily obsessed over things, then you just start to randomly go on Amazon and type in certain things. Do you want to show them how large this box is that they said, oh,
Whoa, that's a large
it's a
box.
very big box.
Oh,
Very big
I
box.
thought this is. You're You're not putting that
That's
on?
so funny.
What?
Holy,
you were putting-
oh my god.
Oh, did
Oh
you
my
want?
god. This
Oh,
stuff
okay,
is
Mark.
crazy.
Mark, go grab the mask too.
God, you're dangerous with that. You're dangerous with
Ooh,
that computer over there. Chad's getting dangerous
Go
with the
grab the
computer.
mask that's in the room.
Oh, there he is.
Mark, go put on the mask.
Yeah, put that on. Do it.
Come
Thank
Ed
you.
84, stick around. We got an imp mask coming up.
Anywho, we're talking Carnival Row right now.
Oh,
So
wait a second. And I was talking about his penis, and you said to go grab something.
What?
That is exactly what just transpired. I said his penis is monstrous, and you're like, "Oh, I just got something." And look how big the box.
Get your hands off Miss Elizabeth's penis.
No.
Cat, I seriously do not show a penis.
No, we're not. Oh my gosh. It's PG.
Chet
Oh.
is flying like a bunch of flying penises. Oh, yeah.
No.
If
Okay.
there is-
All right. Back on subject here. Back on the rails here.
I'm sorry, I can't go back
On the
on
rails.
the
Thursday night
rails.
on Friday.
One,
Okay.
seriously,
Anywho,
one legend saying
Carnival
he's gonna
Row.
grab Miss Elizabeth's penis. I'm done.
She
Carnival
never
Row.
showed a lot of skin below the skirt because she had something there.
You're not gonna come over here on camera.
I don't know if I can.
King of
Why?
the Golden State said that escalated.
Come over here.
We're
Just
off
do
the
it.
rails.
Just
It
do it.
ain't
Come
even
here.
Friday. Oh
Just
my God.
come
That
here.
is right.
Yeah. It looks
All right,
fine.
Is he
Just
gonna
come
wear
here.
that? Is he gonna wear that thing?
Is he putting the mask on, or what?
No, he's not putting the mask on yet.
Okay.
No.
Put something else on.
Putting something else on, Drew. That's what you. Oh, you got that? You got that Carnival Row.
Oh,
I got wings.
okay.
Carnival Row, right there.
I'm so happy.
I kind of love these.
I can't believe you made me put these on.
I love these so
Can you
much.
save me?
Okay, take them off.
Wings
You don't
for
want to wear.
I
life.
can't get them off.
Wear your wings.
Ow.
Oh my god.
All right, Beb, go.
You
put
may
them
have to
right
help him get him off.
Here, you take your fucking wings.
there. Yeah, there are my wings.
Take your fucking
That
wings.
is your husband.
Get your
That is
hands
my
off
husband.
Elizabeth's
I
penis.
married him on purpose.
You weren't even drunk.
I wasn't even drunk for that one.
That chat is going crazy.
So,
There's
That
King
escalated
going,
quickly.
"Man, I love the King. King said they ain't not enough weed in the world.
anyhow, I got wings.
Oh shit! All right, wings.
Thank
Sweet
God.
Jesus.
I love them.
We got a total of 9 watching live right now. Through that nonsense.
So, Carnival Row.
Carnival Row.
eh?
Carnival Row.
Carnival Row stars both Orlando Bloom and Cara Delevingne, and the idea I just saw him with the mask on.
Oh, the mask.
All right, so I got
Oh,
this in the mail too.
He's got the sunglasses.
You put sunglasses on over it,
California
but
raisins.
So, if you guys want to see a biopic about Mark, there was a couple of weeks ago we did a review on a show called Brightburn.
the movie Brightburn. Why do you have it inside out?
It's not inside out.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's inside out?
Yes, it is.
Oh, hold on.
Hold on.
The mask is on.
That's him.
Put it on the right way.
That's what happens when Mark gets out of the box. He just lunges at you.
It comes right at you.
Yep. Coming at you live. That's what she said.
Anyhow,
Brightburn.
Holy guacamole.
an artist's rendition of the Brightburn mask.
How in the hell are we more on the rails tonight than we're gonna be tomorrow?
I don't know.
Oh no, I'm trying.
Oh,
Look
man.
at that Brightburn over here.
Just gonna change the name of the channel to Off the Rails.
Mark, that's the only thing you're allowed to wear from this point on the show.
Yeah.
Can't eat and wear that at the same time.
How is he supposed to eat?
Look
You're
at
like,
that. He's the new.
Drink everything through a straw. Put everything in a blender.
He's the new Mushmouth from the.
Tomorrow
Saturday
night,
Cosby Kids.
Tomorrow night we've got the guy.
Wow.
We've got the guys from Baltimore Comic Con coming on, so this would be a great impression.
Yeah.
Just don't say anything about it. Just have him
Guy in the
sitting there with the mask on.
And like act like it's normal.
Yeah, just don't even mention it.
Have
If
my-
somebody says something like, Wasn't this a little odd? You're like, what are you talking about?
Mark, do you have Mark?
We're not odd. You're odd.
Do you have a onesie? You do, don't you? And it's shiny. There is so much shit that I need to talk to you guys off air about.
Okay.
What kind of onesie?
We still got to do. Okay, never mind.
We were Freddy Fazbear and Grumpy Bear for Halloween last year. So
This
we
is
still have our
really-
costumes somewhere.
This is really warm.
I'm sure it is. Take it off.
What are you telling me to take off?
The mask special.
Oh my god!
Take it off. What are you telling me?
Right.
Wait, we're live on the internet right now. This can mean anything.
You know, while he's taking that mask off, there's something you can put on. And we're talking about the t-shirts from tpublic.com/Comic-Core. And we got the brand new this one here. We're going to Baltimore, baby. Baltimore Comic-Con 2019. Make sure you come to Baltimore and come hang out with the Comic-Core. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Drew, where's Drew? Where's Drew? Hey, Chad, can you make Drew's screen big? Can you make Drew's screen big? I want to point out something on Drew. Drew's got this awesome blue door, man. That color blue is the color of Doctor Who's TARDIS. Man, I tell you.
He's just got like this random refrigerator.
It says
wait.
bug on there, doesn't it? Bug
But did
Hill.
anybody notice that the refrigerator is in front of the
There
door?
he is! Damn! I'm sure.
I'm going to say it again.
Big Bird.
I had to get a
Where's my
wardrobe
towel?
change in. You guys can get yourself one of these great legend damn t-shirts. tpublic.com.
The most beautiful shirt ever.
Well, this is the ugliest shirt I have ever worn in my life. And it's not just because this ugly mug is on it, but it's the worst combination of colors. I think that people are going to watch this video and have a seizure. Please, if you're an epileptic, look away. Look away from this bright ass shirt.
Guys,
You know, if you would have
If
wore that shirt at Chinatown, they would have been like, "Follow that bird." I said, "Damn." That was a good movie. My dad took me at the theater back in the 80s. Big Bird
So,
movie.
since we're live and we're talking about the T Public store, I'm going to put Chad on blast here
Uh-oh.
in front of everyone. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
All right,
Uh-oh.
Chad.
What did he
Chad.
do?
Speaking of the damn logo, I believe I begged you about a beach towel.
they don't have beach towels.
Why don't they have beach towels? You need to write them and get beach towels.
Hey, hold on, I'm gonna go there
Because
right
I
now.
want that as a beach towel. I want Legend at the beach.
Hell yeah.
Damn, yes.
That'd be a damn good beach towel.
Yes, I want Legend's face as a beach towel. I want damn across the screen as a beach towel.
Damn.
I'm completely serious about this.
You don't want to put the crabs on the towel?
We got crabs.
That's right. We don't need that.
We got enough crabs.
We know
It's fine.
that. Man, but the 30 minutes I watched, I really thoroughly enjoyed this Carnival row. It looked really interesting, and it kind of sounds like,
Beautiful.
it's like, yeah, like you said, beautiful cinematography, the art, the graphics, all that stuff's great. You got the storyline of this guy trying to make peace in a world that's been ravaged with war, and people are treating other people, and doing some racial bad stuff and picking on people. It's pretty damn cool.
I said it before, but you can definitely see a lot of similarities between the way the Irish were treated when they were first traveling, and even other groups of people, races, and how they were being treated when they first came to this country.
Oh, hey, shit!
Stuff like that.
All the
But-
shirts don't sell.
Well,
What?
damn, let's get that link up on the bottom of the screen. You
Yeah.
can go there now. tpublic.com/Comic-Core.
But I'd say
Get some
there's also a horror element to it. Horror, Chad.
Horror.
Horror element to it with this monster that lives underneath the city that starts picking off the Fae folk. So definitely definitely something that you wouldn't expect if you just saw like the first few trailers. You're like, oh, okay, it's a pretty love story, but it's like, oh wait, there's actually a big mystery behind it, and people are getting killed.
I was getting that saga love story vibe a little bit.
Oh yeah, but it's a beautiful story. The artwork throughout is phenomenal. Of course, I'm obsessed with those wings that Cara Delphine's sporting in it. I think they're gorgeous. Orlando Bloom, definitely a plus. Definitely has a saga vibe. Definitely kind of has a, like, I'd say Sherlock Holmes light vibe. There's definitely a bit of like a Lord of the Rings inspiration and just all these different things thrown in bit by bit. But I thoroughly enjoy it. And check out Carnival Row if you aren't already.
Check out the
especially
Manchu Baby t-shirts. How many have we sold, Chad? 3?
Hey, love.
I have to log in. I don't know.
Nobody wants the Drew Manchu t-shirt.
You got 2, dude. You got Drew Manchu Baby down there, and then you got the Drew Manchu.
Yeah, but nobody's buying them.
I'll tell you the one that surprised
that newsstand.
Newsstands, like I think the top one.
Hell yeah, man! People love the newsstand.
Reship it.
This is a good one.
I bought 2 of those.
Oh yeah, the Alex Ross Grover.
All right, I'm gonna click on it for Cat. I'm gonna click on any of them and see.
You get a mug.
I get a mug.
Yeah.
A Drew Manchu Baby mug. Can I do that?
I think if I go to
what about a blanket? Do they do blankets?
Hold on.
It's Wednesday, B.
Maybe it's nappy time.
Newsstand.
I gotta love the newsstand shirt. Like
Boo-hong.
Chad said,
Boo-hong.
you save 35%.
Big shout out
35%.
to Carson.
Oh, they have
Seawood, aka the one guy who actually keeps us on the rails. I am trying, Carson.
King of the Golden State wants to know what we are trying to pick up or get signed at Baltimore.
Tapestry. There you go.
Oh yeah, that's not like a tapestry is more like a.
How big is it?
Hey, we're on the Baltimore Comic-Con website.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we called? A vendor? Are we a vendor or an exhibitor?
Exhibitor, but we have to get, so tomorrow we got to get them to link our YouTube channel to it. So
yeah, that'd be awesome. So 1 day, 2 hours left. Wait, 1 day, 2 hours, 56 minutes left, 40 seconds to get these shirts. 35% off, 24% off this tapestry.
Buy a $38 tapestry.
What size?
What's 80 by 68?
Big.
That's
one big ass tapestry.
It's big. It's longer than 6 feet. It's more than 6 feet.
And it's only $38.
That's one hell of a tapestry,
dude.
Yeah, that thing we were talking
what
about.
Color? We're
dude,
doing that.
You got to get a red tapestry for the
yeah.
the red brand.
What do you think, Chad? Should I get one?
Man, no gangland nonsense.
Yeah, we got to get black.
Red versus blue, right?
Get the red. Should I get red? Should I get black? What color?
Black. We'll talk about it after we get off here.
Okay. All right. Definitely will.
Oh, get a ruler. King of the Golden State. No shit.
I love it, King. The King, baby.
Of course, a king would say we need a ruler. We're an autonomous. We're an autonomous collective, King.
And if you guys haven't,
tell your monarchy.
We're a core, damn it.
there is a auction going.
Yeah, that's right. We got Big Bird. We got Legend. We got Chad Burger.
Yeah, this guy who eats randomly.
No,
yeah, what's going on?
We got
an
risky
auction.
business.
Who's got the auctions tonight?
So Alec from Whitewell. It's the
great auction seller.
DS Comics and John's Comics with the kids. It's the biggest auction ever, is what their tag says.
Nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw the link in the chat.
Buy some books tonight, people. Open up another tab. Listen to a little bit of their gab. Get some books if they got the looks, but you know what we got in store right here is always the Comic Core. Talking about those outside the issues, Cat Wren and Drew Manchu. And speaking of outside the issues, you can go in between the live shows and check out Drew Manchu's comic book reviews because they are exclusive. Drew Manchu, one of the best guys, he's making his comic book reviews exclusive to the Comic Core. And this is a man, he ain't putting it on his own channel. He ain't trying to get his own fame. He ain't trying to rise above the Zigglers of the world. He's keeping it here on the Comic Core because he loves what we do here on the Comic Core, and that's entertain you. And he, my friends, is Drew Manchu.
Yeah,
Drew actually came up. Him and Legend talked about something. So there's probably going to be a new show coming based off of an idea that these guys came up with. And I'm kind of, after Drew explained it, I was pretty stoked about it. So.
Yeah, more shows the merrier. Like that's the thing with Comic Core. You know, you have so many different people on so many different live shows, and none of those people are going to always have the same likes and dislikes, stuff like that. So you're getting pretty much a wide variety of people that share the same passion, which is comic book collecting and love for pop culture, movies, and all the good stuff. And you get to see so many people, so many diverse folks talk comics, movies, all that stuff, man. So this is the place you need to be, the CORPS. And damn, I couldn't rhyme any of the rest. But let's just keep it going.
Yeah. So, and then Mark and I are doing something very special coming out.
Are you gonna wrestle at Baltimore Comic-Con? Oh, that would be cool. A wrestling match.
A wrestling match? Are we gonna arm wrestle, pinky wrestle, thumb wrestle?
Y'all are gonna arm wrestle,
leg wrestling.
arm wrestle.
We're leg wrestling.
Okay,
you are going to live
wrestle.
stream leg wrestle at the one and only the Comic Core House, live in Baltimore.
And
anything roll over.
The winner is going to arm wrestle Pocan Joe with bananas.
Yeah.
Pocan, baby.
Bananas.
And did you guys,
with bananas.
Just take 2 bananas and do a fencing sword fight or something.
do you see there's a Are You Afraid of the Dark movie coming out?
I'm
I
not
thought it was
afraid
already
of
out.
dark.
Scary stories to tell in the dark?
The dark is afraid of me.
It's by Nickelodeon, but
Oh, okay. So that's definitely to combat scary stories to tell in the dark. Okay, so Are You Afraid of the Dark was like the alter version of like Goosebumps. Are You Afraid of the Dark is 1990s goodness. That was my childhood, right up there with Goosebumps.
President's trying to
So
Scary
I'm
Stories
excited.
was like a anthology book series. So
Yeah.
there was 3 of them.
Alvin R. Schwartz, I believe.
Yep.
That first one had the that
More
corn
scary
cob
stories.
pipe on the cover with that head. That was
Yep.
cool.
I
Also,
had issues with the Scary Stories movie. They took some liberties that I was a little less than thrilled with, but definitely if you're trying to get your kids interested in like scary movies or like horror movies, but like not traumatize them for the rest of their life, maybe show them that movie and just cover their eyes during like the Jangle Man, because he was kind of scary.
us
guys,
old guys.
Ricky
We had-
Markstad in the chat wants to know about the Mandalorian. He's got a question about the dark saber, which is that black lightsaber. I hope that it shows up in the Mandalorian, my friend. I hope that the Mandalorian is as good as I'm hyped up for, because Star Wars movies don't seem to be doing it for me lately, and I think that the Mandalorian is really going to be awesome. And I definitely wanted to shout out Ricky, because Ricky is always commenting on the videos, always showing up in the live chats. Great to have Ricky in here.
Let me tell Cat Wren something real quick. You had that show in the 90s. Me, Chad, and Drew and James down there in the chat. We had Tales from the Dark Side in the 80s, baby. That was some good stuff right there. Oh, and the Mandalorian, Chad, you were going to say, was the Mandalorian going to be better than the DeLorean? I don't know if it'll ever be better than Back to the Future.
I actually have a spec book that I want to talk about.
Damn, this is outside the issues. But are you talking about this though?
No, but and then I also wanted to. I'll give a clue to me and Mark's little video.
Yes, now, Dusty Bun.
Oh, what? You can't play music.
Can't play music.
I can, because this isn't them.
Oh
Oh.
God, not that. Y'all are gonna be riding on that white furry fucking flying thing.
Hey.
Totally do that.
Never ending story. Oh my God.
If I
stab my head with a knife.
this book, I think it was called, fuck, what was it? Star Wars. It's Star Wars. Shit. This is gonna bug
Star
me.
Wars.
Star Wars shit.
It's like a photojournalist, like documenting Wookie Duty.
Star Wars
Bantha fodder.
Tales. I mean, if you can find this,
You sound like Saboba.
good for you, because I mean, like, they're not even making these books anymore.
Yeah, they are.
Was that little blonde haired,
Star Wars-
curly hair kid, the Ewok movies?
No, they're not.
This is from
Dark Horse.
yeah. All right. Yeah,
Oh,
this is it.
No,
Dark
All right.
Horse.
Chat Boga.
So I'm going to. I mean, Drew, you should do a fucking review on this one, because this
Is this a spec book?
it should be. That's my thing. Like,
Dude, I wonder if Adam's family has comics. Oh, they do, because they came from comics. Shit, why did I think I got to get one of those?
you guys, as soon as I'm ready, I'll haul it for you.
Can you
Like,
give any more hints?
Do you have any hints?
Do you have any A's?
Do you have any nines?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
No,
Go fish. Yeah,
it's Star Wars Tales number 19. It's broken up into a couple different stories, and
An anthology book?
never-ending story.
as soon as I find it, I'm scrolling through it. And
How about
I'll-
this one?
I'll actually show
These
you.
guys are cool.
Jag and Bink.
Yeah,
Jag and Bink
Jag and
are
Bink.
dead.
I got all those.
That's a comic.
Yeah, it's a comic.
What rock was I crawl out of? I don't know.
Illinois.
Yeah.
Illinois.
Illinois is not a rock. Illinois is flat.
That's a big rock.
It is flat.
That's where you came from,
So
Illinois.
Remember them
Blame
little
Illinois.
younglings got messed up though.
but I never knew that was a real thing.
All right. So
My mind has just been blown.
Yeah.
Oh, Tag and Beak are on the Marvel Unlimited app, so it's awesome.
all right, I'm gonna share my screen, and
Sure.
I'm gonna do my review,
Sure.
Oh wow.
a live review of me telling you what this book is. All right.
Oh yeah.
So it takes place a long time ago. Han and Chewie are running from the Imperial. They're getting shot at, blasted at, blah blah blah. So this happens out of continuity of the movies, but
Little
they're
side
hit.
story.
They get hit, and they end up making a crash landing on a planet. So they crash into this planet, and they get attacked by the natives on the planet. Han gets shot in the gut and the shoulder. Chewie runs away. He kills the Indians. Han dies.
Native Americans.
Han died.
Or is this guy on Earth?
So 126 years later.
Hey, read more
Is
comics
Kylo
free.
there?
So 126.
Kylo right there?
Hold on. You're gonna like.
126 years later.
There's an archaeologist that is asked
Oh
as
shit!
these Native Americans to help him find Bigfoot, because
First-
Bigfoot's running around, and they come across this, and this cave is made out of metal. They find a skeleton
Dun, 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 dun.
with a vest on, and then all of a sudden,
Oh shit! Is Harrison Ford looking at dead Han Solo? Harrison Ford?
yeah, so it's Indiana Jones, and they're looking for Chewbacca, who is actually the Bigfoot.
And let's leave him as part of the great unknown. So is this like a little solo story?
It's
I guess Star Wars tells
yeah.
that? Damn, nice
Weird
spec
book. I
book.
dig it.
So what's the cover for this again? What book is this again?
This is Star Wars Tales 19, and
Dark Horse.
What year did this come out?
God, a $5.99 book.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, but that's back when those 5.99s were like that 64-page special. So like
Okay.
yeah, it is.
9.99 book.
Okay, so it's a good read then.
Yeah, it's 64 pages, man.
Okay, and it's got 2 covers. So people be on the lookout, because aren't they making another Indiana Jones movie?
Yeah.
Are they? Why are they?
You gonna
Money.
find a Sasquatch in a
Like, check.
self?
And
There's
then
no Indiana Jones comics or anything. They've never done any of those, like any adaptations.
Oh, I guarantee they do. I guarantee it.
So this is
100%.
freaking. This is
but if you
first
look
Indiana Jones, maybe.
but if you look at this issue and why I'm like it's one of his first published artworks. Do you know
Okay.
who did this work here?
Garth Ennis.
Sean Murphy.
Oh man, that is Sean Murphy.
Yep.
It does look like it.
Look, I mean, it's called Into the Great Unknown by Hayden Blackman and Sean Murphy.
You know, Sean Murphy came by one of the Legends Live auctions once.
Yes, he did. I remember that.
Sean Murphy.
I do like his artwork.
Sean Murphy.
I've been loving this Batman White Knight.
He wrote a book a while ago, and it was like one of his first DC books, and it was called Joe the Barbarian.
Yeah.
And it's about a kid going into a diabetic shock, and his toys are helping him get down the street, downstairs to get to his insulin. And this rat. At one point, there's Batman, Optimus Prime, a rat, and somebody else helping him get down the steps.
I love Sean Gordon Murphy's punk rock Jesus.
Oh
from
my God.
Mm.
I actually have some
fantastic concept.
I have some original art somewhere.
Anybody who is interested in that and doesn't know, that would be the perfect like HBO show. It's they take the Shroud of Turin, they pull Jesus's DNA off of it, and they clone him, put him in a virgin, make her give birth, tell people it's the new savior, and they film a reality show about it. And his whole entire life is like handled by these people, and he's got this bodyguard who's like ex-IRA, like complete nut job, and it just goes off the rails very quickly. Really, really cool stuff. He ends up, when he grows up to be a teenager, he's the lead singer of a punk rock band. He turns his back on everything that he should be saying according to these handlers, but he's saying everything he should be saying according to his own truth. And it's a really, really cool, messed up series. And it's all black and white. It's one of the best things I ever read from DC Vertigo. It's really, really fucking good.
Yeah, that was, you're 100% right. He did another one with Scott Snyder. It was like No, it was like I don't know if it was Snyder or not, but they were like time cops.
No, I don't know about that one.
And they had it was
with Remender.
Yes,
Tokyo Ghost.
Yep, you're right. That was a good book. So
that was a good book too.
No whispering, Mark.
So back to the chats. Mastodon Comics and Collecting. Yes, I did see that you said you got the documentary for. In case anybody didn't know, they had a documentary that was released a little bit before the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Just a documentary about the history of the banning of that book, the creation of the book, and its impact on readers in general. We both watched it. We thoroughly enjoyed it. Really, really solid documentary on the book series as a whole. So would highly suggest. And, he said, because his phone's going to die, he bids us all good night. So good night, my dear.
Well, plug it in. If it's going to die, then... Okay, well, when's the showing for the phone?
So for those of us who are Eastern Standard Time, King of the Golden State, is in honor of Friday the 13th, because yes, it is Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, let's go become...
Favorite Friday the 13th movie, go.
Do you want to become a camp counselor?
So, everyone on the panel.
What's the one on the boat?
What's the one on the boat? That's Jason Takes New York. Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yeah, I like that one.
Because he knocks his block
Mine's
off.
part 2. I loved when he wore just that white sack on his face Because I remember like all the little
power
camp
sack.
counselors. Yeah, I love that sack in part 2, pre hockey mask.
Yeah, Legend loves the sack. You heard it first.
That sack.
What's your vote, Chad?
2. I
Chad
think
likes sacks too.
that's the
All
one
right.
that Savini took over.
Yeah, that wood,
Or
that axe
what
with that
took
wooden
over?
handle. That wood
He was
hand.
involved in 2.
You like number 2?
You like 2?
Yeah.
Okay. All
You
right,
like
mine.
number 1 with Kevin Bacon?
Mine, I love part 7. Kane Hodder is my Jason. We've got the telekinetic final girl, which is kind of cool.
Gene.
Tina, but okay. Mark, what about you?
All of them.
All of them. Also,
Is that
one
the
of
Raw
the
general manager?
in my,
Your emergency broadcast system.
Oh, it's the Purge.
oh gosh.
Yeah.
I gotta go, guys.
Oh, hold on.
Jeez, I thought
We got
Steve
another
was in the
mask,
rafters.
another costume change.
Hold
from
on.
March
I gotta
90.
go.
Holy shit! What's he doing?
Have been
I gotta go.
from the Purge.
Ow.
He's gonna go purge. Hey, you gonna go take care of Kurt Angle
Including
Anywho,
in the sweat room?
he's got the weed whacker death.
Oh my god! Look at this guy.
Jesus.
What happened to you?
Dude, I hate that mask.
I love this
Rock,
mask.
Jesus.
You
That's
hate
That's his purge
That
mask.
punk rock
So
Jesus.
fucking crazy.
I love you guys to death. I mean, like literally.
That's traumatizing.
You
He's
have
stuck
a
with
lot
me.
of costumes.
yeah.
They make a lot of movies. Remember Randy and Jim Leahy made some movies too.
Hey, Randy.
That's the stuff of nightmares right there.
Who is that? That's the Purge mask.
It's a
right?
purge. Yeah, it's a
That
purge
purge
mask.
stuff.
It's so creepy.
Oh, there's
oh
some glasses.
God.
There's Flash.
Wait,
There-
wait.
Gustin.
Just
Grant
put
Gustin.
the bangs over it.
Hey, look who that.
Who dat? Who dat just showed
Who
up?
that comics and movies, one of the best channels out there, people.
I don't.
Oh my goodness, that's a freak show mask. That's purge, man. You need to purge that mask. Purge something.
We should just have him on a stream like this and not say anything.
Yeah, tomorrow. I'm serious. I just want to see him like act super, super weird to the dude that's hosting. Hey, so you created this how long ago? Great. What the? I want to see if Mark can break the guy. Just the dude kind of like, who the fuck is the dude with the mask?
Purge versus the Brightburn mask. Oh, Michael Myers head
it's
turn.
Brian Breyer.
He did the head
Brandon
turn.
Breyers from the Purge from Brightburn.
How far along are you guys from premiering your movie?
About a few weeks.
We're doing a lot of pre-production stuff right now, figuring out how it's all gonna go down. In case you didn't know, inflatable sharks, it's a thing.
Inflatable sharks.
Inflatable sharks.
I have a video that I want to share with everybody. It's one of our classic. It can be found on YouTube, and I just
Come here.
if I can find it.
Uh-oh.
Oh gosh.
Midnight.
Stuff just got real. Midnighters here.
So you're better than that, Midnighter.
He
Chad,
doesn't like the mask.
did you find it?
I'm looking. You guys talk. I like being a producer because
How's
Man,
Midnight?
you know what I really like about this Titan show is that Minka Kelly, guys. Minka
Minka
Kelly.
Oh my Minka Kelly.
Or
Minka
Minka Kelly. Minka
Oh,
Kelly, Minka Kelly, Minka Kelly.
Minka Kelly.
I'm telling you, we need to make a shirt that just says Minka Kelly.
Minka Kelly, Minka Kelly.
Minka Kelly, Minka Kelly, Minka Kelly.
We can do that.
Myself some-
Dude, your mask is like horrifying. It's scaring the cat. You know that, right?
Look, Mark,
You're
how are
scaring
you
our poor child.
Minka Kelly,
You
Minka
scared our
Kelly.
son away.
knowing that I'm a fun guy who wears costumes.
That is so creepy.
It could be.
The creepiest stuff ever. No, do you want to tell them why you bought that mask?
Just to scare you.
Do you remember what happened when you
Dude,
surprised
I was
me
like,
with that
I was
mask?
expecting a Chad
Like popped out with that mask.
answer.
Yeah. See, the first time I wore this mask, I popped out and I got punched in the face. And then the gut, and then the nuts. in that exact order.
Sounds like it's not that great an idea to hold on to it.
Oh, I'm gonna hold on to this for as long as I can.
I should have edited this video a long time ago because I didn't realize it's so long.
This is a private
I
video?
hate that mask so much.
Is it?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's only 55 seconds. Hey!
Hey, it's Chad Burger.
Cha-cha burger.
At the con, Baltimore con.
Chad Burger, live on location.
Is that Spider-Man?
Yeah, that's
So see-
after we went to lunch.
Oh, yeah, we were walking down the road. I remember that. I remember you talking to your phone, and I was like, what the fuck was Chad talking to us about?
Wait, that's not the one I was trying to find, though.
Here,
I was
put it on.
No,
Put it on.
no,
Put it on.
no,
Let's do it.
no.
Who dat says he likes that purge mask?
Go get the Jason Voorhees.
Okay, put it on.
No, I'll put on the Jason Voorhees. I'm not touching that.
You're
That
Touched
purge
it.
mask is the stuff of nightmares.
touched it.
No, I've seen this. I've seen this episode of Goosebumps.
On there.
You know what? The chick got the mask stuck on her face and it never came off.
Paul, rest in peace.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Hey, there's Jeremy. Gone too soon. Paul, gone too soon. There's Drew.
I was there.
I was not.
My beard was much more majestic.
My hair was longer.
My hair used to be much longer as well.
Oh, Whitewell Comics was in this chat back then. I didn't realize he was around then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Whitewell Comics, holding it down.
All right, here we go live with Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. The moment y'all all been waiting for. Right after Chad's son quit playing Fortnite.
Yeah, I don't know.
You must be downloading that Borderlands 3.
I mean, I got a new setup, dude. Like
I know, man. You kicked out Mean Gene and Sean Mooney out of the
I like that
WWF production.
I mean, I literally have 5 computers around me at this point.
Damn. Oh my God. Look at that mask. That's a good looking horror mask. That Voorhees. Is that like a real wooden one?
No, it's
Or is it kind of plasticky or? Damn, that's Voorhees. No, this
but
is
I bought
that's
this
Voorhees over
when
there.
I went to I've taken this to a couple different horror conventions, but I've got it signed by
Does it make any
the
money
man,
for
the
you?
myth, the legend, Kane Hodder, my
Kane Hodder.
Jason. We've also got Steve Dash,
Mhm.
Gone Too Soon. And he won't turn his face, but CJ.
Doing his best. His neck only goes so far.
He ain't know what Al or Linda Blair.
But
Not like he can speak.
I mean, one of these Jasons is gone already.
for
So
Christ's sakes.
You gotta love the Jasons, and one of the best Jasons out there is none other than Jason Smith. Man, Jason Smith,
Medium
medium male.
medium male. There it is, the mask
Okay,
of
hold on.
all the legends who wore it.
I was trying to find the video where
I want to get it signed by the Never Hike Alone.
where Drew just insults Garth Ennis the entire.
I didn't insult him. I was a big fan of his work. Just
Dog water.
to talk about.
I know.
Talk about Dog Welder.
Ask him about the pro.
Like I don't give a
Seriously?
shit about the pro. I want to talk
I love
about
the
Dog
pro.
Welder.
I love the pro. Tell him that your friend Catherine Figures loves the pro
Hey,
and
my
wants him
friend
to do
Kat-
more.
He loves the pro. She wants more pro, but I'm going
She
to be
wants more
honest. my
pro.
friend. If you could do me a favor,
Seriously.
stop doing what the fuck you're doing right now and
Yes,
give me more
please.
Dog Welder, that would be great. Dog Welder is amazing. Do you guys know about Dog Welder?
I don't know about dog water. I don't.
Jesus, I'm doing a video
Full
about
Welder,
disclosure.
not water.
Dog
you
water.
weld dogs to things.
You water dogs.
I don't know dog water. I'm sorry.
It's welder.
Do a video about dog water. I'll watch it.
Welder. Like you're welding something, not watering a
He's
freaking
saying
plant.
water.
Welder.
Dog welder.
Welder.
Oh, I keep hearing
Welder.
water. This entire
Dog water.
time, I swear, I thought you were saying dog water.
What
And
I
I was
was
like,
saying
it's a
was
dog
Minka
drinking
Kelly, Minka
water?
Kelly.
What in the world?
Minka Kelly.
Minka Kelly, Minka Kelly.
Hey, Drew.
Kelly.
All about Minka Kelly.
Minka Kelly.
Wait, you told me how to do the mic, and then you handed it to me, and it was wrong.
Hey, Brandon Stawinski is in the house, people. Brandon Stawinski Comics, what's going down,
How do
man?
we
It's
get
great
this?
to
How do we
see you
get the
around.
volume up on this, Chad?
I know the volumes are coming through because of OBS. I'm gonna throw this. If you guys want to see this, he's sitting here right now commentating, and he's like, "Oh, this is the most amazing thing I've ever written. It's from a publisher called TKO." And Drew goes, "Okay, cool. How about Dog Welder?"
Would you like me to stick the microphone
Yeah,
closer to your face?
I like Dog Welder, but you're like, "No, I want more Dog Welder."
Yeah, but how about? So what you're saying is you're not going to make any more dog welder?
Nope.
And my third question was like, cool. Looking forward to more dog welder.
He was like, and then he shot a promo for us. He goes, "You're watching Comic Core, but the best is Dan Slott."
I think he was kind of entertained by the fact that I knew about dog welder and was so into dog welder. I think he knew that I was fucking with him.
But the best was when Dan Slott, he's like, "You guys have 2 shows? Oh, 2 shows.
Oh, Mr. Two Shows.
Fuck, why the fuck do you have to have 2 shows?"
He couldn't fucking hit his mark. He's like, and then he got to the point where he's like, no, I'm going to fucking do it. I'm really going to do it, guys. I'm going to practice. Like, give me a second. Let me write it down.
And what a sweet guy, man. Honestly,
he was great.
There was a guy there that because he wasn't charging anything for his signature, and there was a dude that brought in just stacks of slabbed books with that, that where they can sign, and he just was like, "You're gonna set those off to the side. I'll sign them in between everybody." But then that's the guy that sent he signed Legends Fantastic Four.
There you go.
Yeah,
Dan Slott, man.
that Dan Slott was a good dude.
Yeah, I love that Fantastic Four, man.
It was, but that's we're not talking about comics, but I'm talking about a con, so it's kind of pop culture related. That's why Baltimore is so much. It has been
It's been great because it's more emphasis on comic books, man. Right, Chad?
Yeah, but like it seems like the creators are just like really down to talk to you.
Yeah,
Right.
It's like they don't want to just sign shit, like so many people these days, they spec on books, they use books as investments, which that's okay because, man, believe me, I got some big boys and grails, and it's nice to have, some of those to have some collateral in your life. But, man, when you go meet these creators, get your shit signed, like get your shit in like a pro wrestler, but, you got to take some shit back. And the best way to take some shit back is have those guys tell you some stories, man. Show that you care. They're going to tell you some stories, maybe some stuff you don't know. And, man, they're there not only to sign your books, but they're out there to give you a little entertainment, a little personality with it,
I know that Baltimore is a great place to meet creators. There's a whole bunch of creators who are always in town for the Baltimore Con. Has got a lot to do with Diamond being in town. I'm assuming, but it's a good time. I know that 2 years ago, I spent maybe a half hour, 45 minutes just shooting the shit with Mark Wade about Archie, and I had a good time talking to him. I know that was it last year. Mark Andreyko sat down with me and Comics Misexplained, and we just talked for maybe 40 minutes.
Well, Misexplained forgot left something behind, and we had to go back to the con.
It wasn't a backpack, was it?
No, he left.
But he's always leaving something somewhere. Just trust on that.
So we ran
back.
We ran back because he had to go get something off of Azraello.
Azarello, he paid for something from Azarello, and Azarello wasn't there, and they said he could come pick it up later.
So when we got there, Azraello, Jason goes, "Man, I read Batman Damned. It came out that week, right? Wasn't it the week of?" And he goes, "I really loved it." And Azraello just was like, fuck DC, fuck the newspapers, fuck everybody, and just went off about like how like it was just really bad publicity. It was supposed to be artwork and blah blah blah, and it was cool. I mean, and Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder were cool as shit.
Sometimes creators get a little mad at, because it's like the damn big publisher, the big promoter, and then they're there just like, and it's like it drives them fucking mad sometimes. The deadlines and all the hoopla,
Well, your guy had a sign up. It says, if you bring
DuckTales books.
yeah. DuckTales books, I will rip them up.
Yeah, because when they originally created the DuckTales cartoons in the 90s, they actually took a lot of the Don Rosa material that he came up with, like Scrooge's Dime, the little woodchuck, little Boy Scout, Girl Scout crew. That's some of that stuff that Don Rosa did, because he was basically continuing the stories of Carl Barks and Duckburg and all that. And then so he of course, the big time promoter, Disney, used to, like to stiff the folks that worked on the Disney comics and not really give them any name recognition. A lot of times you wouldn't even see their name in the Walt Disney comics sometimes, so just kind of sucked.
Hey, it's Drew left.
No, I'm
Drew Manchu, baby. See that awesome logo
here.
right there? Remember, you can get it at tpublic.com/comic-core.
I don't know who this guy is.
That's V. He's here to hit V.
Oh, that is the V. V for Vendetta.
All right, Kat. It's a 12:37. I got to go kill some people. Purges.
All right.
We got a show tomorrow, which is going to be off the rails, off the hook. Crazy.
Hey,
Even more off the rails than this show.
I'm supposed to do something else tomorrow night. I was invited to go on a little show called The Hunt.
Yeah, they go on after us.
So I'm going to do that after the Comic Core. So you guys need to come to show some love and cheer me on. Apparently, there's a chat voting feature on that show. And
we should all ransack that chat and then keep saying, "I vote Drew." Just type that in the chat.
Yeah, hell yeah!
Like Drew Manchu, baby.
A brand new character that I'm bringing to the Hunt.
Who are you going with?
I can't tell you. You have to show up and watch.
Drew Manchu.
It's going to be an exclusive.
Drew
Manchu, baby.
It's going to be awesome.
100%.
Make sure you check out The Hunt on Tony Sanders' channel. 10, was it? That would be 11 Eastern, 10 Central.
Whenever
be square
together and goes live, I'll be with them.
Yeah. Do you know who you're going to be facing off against, Drew?
I have no idea what the hell's going on. I think
it doesn't matter who you're facing, because Drew's going to whip everybody.
Yeah, he is.
I haven't hunted any books lately, so I'm going to do some hunting tomorrow evening and spend some money and get hunting. I don't know how that show even works, really. Every time I watch it, I catch like the tail end of it, because we go live and then we are all like, yeah, let's talk afterwards. And then I'm like, oh shit, the Hunt is on. And then I'll turn the Hunt on. And then they'll be like, all right, we're wrapping up. I'm like, oh shit.
Your mustache is coming through the nose holes.
But come hear me on the.
Drew, are you growing the beard back? Like the big beard? Are you coming back with a big beard?
No. It's just too much to maintain it. I'm letting it grow in a little bit, keeping it outlined well, but yeah, no.
I can't do this. I don't have facial hair.
Not yet.
Let me get you a.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Do you remember my old videos when I had all the hair and all the beard?
Yet, no. No, I don't.
To review videos all the time, and you know what I did before anybody else did them?
Legend, are you getting
videos.
Are you getting
beard reviews?
What's that?
Legend, are you? Oh, you did. Never mind. I was asking Legend if he got Ricky that link.
Yeah, I got that link, Richie, man. Richie, Richie Cunningham. Woo!
In the Golden State said Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I thought about that. I just thought about telling JD that his mom's a ho over and over and over again. But I thought that might get a little old, so I got a better idea.
The man, well, like they already have Flair, right?
They have a flare.
They have a flare. Do they have a? Oh yeah, Tony's a rock, right?
You know what they don't have? They don't have anything modern. It's a bunch of old men playing a bunch of old men.
You need to come out of like Kenny Omega, brother,
Well, close.
or Adam Page, baby.
I've got something a little. I was thinking about doing the Adam Cole baby thing, but I already ripped that off on a regular basis, so I'm going to rip something else off.
Well, keep up the great work, Drew. You guys are killing it. We got some new shows coming up. We got a lot of stuff. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. I gotta say, sub everybody up. There's a sub under your chair.
Trinity Winfrey.
That's it. I gotta go.
Man, that's 2 Trinity sightings.
You saw Trinity?
No, yeah, you had him on the screen.
Oh, I did.
And then you just said there's a sub under your chair.
Oh my
There's
god!
a sub under your chair, and under yours, under yours.
That's legend.
There's a sub under everybody.
Legend that synchronicity right there.
There's a sub.
It is. It is.
All right. Hey, Kat, I didn't talk about it again.
Are we talking about that R word?
Bye, guys.